Hello and welcome. My name is Charlene Smith and it is match day. Today, Arsenal are versing Sheffield United at the Emirates Stadium. Now, coming into this game, Arsenal are coming in currently unbeaten in the Premier League, and Sheffield United are yet to win a game in the Premier League. So, as we understand, Sheffield United are sitting in 20th place in the Premier League table with only 1 point, where they managed to get a 2-all draw against Everton. We know they haven't got off to the best start. They was also faced with a heavy defeat against Newcastle United at Bramall Lane. So yeah, things are not looking good for Sheffield United as it stands. Now, if I'm completely honest, these are the teams that I sort of fear the most, because normally, they come into these games and these fixtures not on the best form, and then they come play against Arsenal and manage to get a result. I am very much hoping that will not be the case today. Actually, do you know, I'm feeling very confident actually that that will not be the case today with Sheffield United. Now, like I said, Arsenal are currently unbeaten in the Premier League. However, we have been understood to be faced with a couple of injuries. So we did see Gabriel Jesus come off in the Champions League game with an issue, which my understanding is, he may be out for a few weeks. And Thomas Partey also picked up an injury in the warm-up to that game as well. So he is understood to be out for a few weeks. And we also know that Timber is out with a long-term injury. And we know how it is. We never want our players, to get injured. And it's always heartbreaking and quite upsetting to understand that, any of our players are out injured or, are going to miss any matches. So, as always, I'm sending lots of love to those players and hoping they make a well recovery. And, we'll be excited to see them back. Now, taking that into consideration, I don't have any major concerns coming into this fixture, because I do believe that we have got enough quality and squad depth to go out against Sheffield United and get that all-important win and keep our unbeaten run going. I don't feel like we're going to go out at the Emirates Stadium, our home ground, with our nice, loud, vibrant, positive fans, go out there and, get turned over by Sheffield. So, yes, especially on the back end as well of the Champions League game, where we did manage to get the 2-1 win. And let me just say as well, I did actually predict that we will get a 2-1 win against Sevilla, which we did. So, brownie points to me. My score prediction was spot on for that fixture. And yeah, I'm sure I'll be right again today in saying that we will go out today and get the 3 points against Sheffield United. Now, I have actually got some stats to share with you guys as well to help to fill you with a bit more confidence going into this fixture. Sheffield United have won just 2 of their last 19 Premier League games against Arsenal, with those victories coming in consecutive meetings at Bramall Lane in December 2006 and October 2019, which both games resulted in a 1-0 victory to Sheffield United. Arsenal are unbeaten in 18 home meetings with Sheffield United in all competitions, where Arsenal have won 13 and drawn 5. Arsenal are unbeaten in 36 Premier League home games against promoted sides, where Arsenal have won 31 and drawn 5. Now, the last defeat that Arsenal faced was against Newcastle in November 2010. And Sheffield United have won just 2 of their 32 Premier League away games against London sides, where they have drawn 8 and lost 22. Now, looking at these stats, I can say that it is favourable that Arsenal are the favourites going into this game, and you know, it is looking likely in stats terms that, you know, we are the side that are likely to win today and get 3 points. Me as an Arsenal fan, I am feeling, you know, quite confident going into this fixture. Now, I did mention a few injuries that we are, you know, known to be facing. So the starting 11 that I am expecting to see going into this fixture is as follows. Now, in the Sevilla game, I was actually hoping that Ramsdale would actually start the game in goal. And, you know, I guess this is sort of the question on our lips every single fixture. Who will start in goal? Because I don't really feel like it is clear who the #1 goalkeeper is for Arsenal at present. Now, going into this game, I personally do believe that Mikel Arteta will start with David Raya. I did actually see an improvement in his performance against Sevilla. The games prior to that, he was looking a little bit nervous, especially in comparison to when he first signed for us. You know, when he first signed to us, it was like, wow, you know, he is just on the same level as Ramsdale. And yeah, he filled me with a lot of confidence. And then, you know, we started to see a little shift in that confidence. And, you know, understandably, he's a player, he's a human being. And I guess it's just trying to understand and distinguish whether that sort of dip in his form is due to, you know, perhaps this is just David Raya, or is it because there's so much speculation over Arsenal's goalkeeping situation that, you know, the pressure is actually impacting his performance? Yeah, it's quite questionable. And obviously, when there's so much eyes on you and expectations, especially when you're coming, you know, into a club like Arsenal, the expectations are really high. You know, the intensity levels, the levels that you have to play at, there's, you know, a lot to sort of deal with, you know, mentally, physically, emotionally, adapting to now being in a new club. So there is a lot to sort of take into consideration, as well as, you know, the things that sort of happen off the pitch of, you know, put yourself in a situation if you are going for a new job, you need to adapt and settle into your new job. So it is, you know, sort of the same situation with these players as well. So I don't know if it's just a phase that David Raya is going through, and, you know, it's just the pressure. I am a fan who believes that you need to, you know, support your players, you know, regardless, you know, no matter what. But at the same time, we also have our opinions and our preferences of who we would like to see. Now, I support all of the Arsenal players, whether they are on the starting 11 or on the bench, whether they're in form or out of form. Going into this game against Sheffield United, you know, I am in full support of David Raya and, you know, helping him to feel settled and everything. But it would actually be nice, you know, to sort of see Ramsdale play and sort of see where Ramsdale's at. However, Mikel Arteta is the manager, and he is going to make the decision that he feels is right for the team to go out there and get the results that we need. Now, if David Raya does start in goal, you know, I am not going to be upset about that. That'd be absolutely fine. But it would be good to see Ramsdale then start in the game midweek, where we are playing West Ham United in the Carabao Cup. So yeah, if Ramsdale doesn't start today, then I would like to see him play in a cup game. So ideally, I'd like to see Ramsdale. However, if David Raya starts, then I am absolutely fine with that also. In terms of the back four, I think Tomiyasu did amazing. You know, Zinchenko, we can see, you know, slight drop off. And I think Mikel Arteta 100% made the right decision by taking Zinchenko out of the team and starting Tomiyasu. And that is my expectation for today, to see Tomiyasu start against Sheffield United. He did absolutely amazing. And I would like to see Tomiyasu start in that left back position. In the right back position, I would like to see Ben White. You know, we know how amazing Ben White is, and yeah, always gets the job done. And I love how he overlaps with Saka, and just the way them two play together. I'm a big fan of that. So as you've probably guessed, I do want to also see Saka starting. However, I'm not going to jump to the front three just yet, but obviously I do want to see Saka starting. I guess that's a no-brainer. Centre-back pairing, I would like to see our favourable duo of Saliba and Gabriel. Now, in midfield, Thomas Partey, you know, is expected to be out for a few weeks with his injury. So I would like to see Odegaard, Jorginho, and Declan Rice. And amongst the front three, you know, is also understood that Gabriel Jesus is also understood to be out with an injury. So through the middle, I would love to see Eddie Nketiah. I feel like, you know, he steps in and he gets a job done. He can score goals for us. So yeah, I would love to see Eddie Nketiah start through the middle, and either side of him, I would like to see Saka and Martinelli. So that is the starting 11 that I would love to see in this fixture against Sheffield United. As always, I'm always excited to hear what you guys would like to see and who you want to see on the starting 11, what your expectations are for the game. I am feeling really confident. I feel like we can go out there and we can get 3 points. Obviously, Sheffield United need to get a win. So, you know, they're going to try their hardest in order to try and get a result against us. However, we need to understand who we are, Arsenal, and we are unbeaten in the Premier League. Stats are looking good for us. I want us to go out there and, as always, as I say, I want us to go out there switched on, ready, you know, from the first blow of the whistle, you know, switched on. Don't get complacent. Yeah, this is not a time to get complacent. You know, I don't feel like you ever look at any opposition and think, oh, okay, they're on a bad run, you know, it'd be a walk in the park. It's never a walk in the park. Yeah, this is football. Anything can happen. So I want to see everyone switched on, as if you're going to play against a team like Man City or something. Yeah, let's have that sort of mindset. And yeah, I want to see that focus and that work rate all the way until the final whistle. No room for complacency. Yeah, we're going out there to get 3 points. I want a clean sheet as well. My score prediction for today's game is 3-0 Arsenal. Come on, you Gunners! Let's go, baby. And let me just say as well, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you've enjoyed. If you have, make sure you like, share, subscribe, and I'll be back to speak to you again soon. Bye for now.